This is the TSLA 1 month overview reading for the month of March 2025. It's currently February 23rd, 2025, 9:27 p.m. Eastern Time. Tesla at the time of this reading is $337.80. That's USD. And the image file for the Tesla reading was created on January 23rd, 2025 at 7:40 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're new to the channel, what we'll cover in this video is the overall trend direction and chart behavior for the month of March. We're going to give you some chart behavior to look for to help you time the highest high and the lowest low for the month. And then we'll do the sequence of chart events day by day throughout the entire month of March. It's important to understand that with the timing, it's usually on point to the day, but there will be cases where you need to give it plus or minus maybe 2 days of wiggle room. The sequence of chart events is what the main part of the prediction, it's the most important part to pay attention to. The timing is like secondary. So if you find the timing off, look at the sequence of events and it'll give you an idea of what's to come. Or you can just have the Discord trade alert channels where I tell you what's going to come in real time, which is probably a better way to go about it. Then we're going to come back and we'll give you one of the best trades that we see for the month. And then at the end of this, I'll show you how to get those Discord trade alerts and live trading view charts as part of the subscriptions. In the monthly access version, that's where we get into the timing of the highest high and the lowest low, as well as give you all of the best trades, and that's where you get the Discord trade alerts and trading view charts. In any case, the overall theme of behavior, we should see some flat behavior. So usually when you have the peace card, there's like a notable amount of flat behavior taking place. Either that or like you might start the reading and end the reading at roughly the same price level. It does look like there is there is going to be a rally into that key resistance and then a decline out of that resistance, probably all the way back down, if not and some. Behavior around the highest high for the month, we have a decline that ends with a fast sun move higher, taking us into the highest high. And behavior around the lowest low should take place. It should form at an important support level on a 1-year chart scale. Usually it can be relied upon and trusted. All right, so sequence of chart events. On the 3rd, we've got sideways rotation, a prominent trough on a 1-month scale. That's another thing, guys. Anything that I talk about, highs, low, big moves higher, lower, support, resistance, things like that, that's all going to be on the scale of a multi-day chart with 1-day candlesticks unless otherwise specified. So on the 3rd, an important trough on a multi-day scale, right? Sideways rotation, and then bearish price swings on the 4th. Bearish price swings on the 4th and an important peak. On the 5th, there's some sort of tricky chart behavior. There may be multiple false tops or bottoms or whipsaw action, something like that going on the 5th that'll make you like, you'll be tempted to do the wrong thing. Just be careful there. There's a peak towards the end of the day with it looks like pretty notable move to the downside out of that peak. Sideways fluctuating decline on the 6th that ends with precedes a notable move to the upside. It looks like we've got a rally midday. And then another move to the downside on the 7th through key to reach a key support level that we recently met once before. Probably the same support that we saw there on the 6th. So some whipsaw stuff going on there. We should also see a notable move to the upside out of an important trough on the cusp of the 6th, 7th. On the 10th, we have erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level. In the midst of that erratic behavior, we usually revisit a crest that was recently a past opportunity. It does look like there's a trade opportunity there. And then out of a decline on the 11th, there's a big move from the bottom of a range to the top of a range and a day trade opportunity I'll probably talk about at the end of the video. Prominent peak there. On the 12th, a rally along a diagonal trend line ends with a fast sudden move higher and then a breakdown through that diagonal trend line with increasing volatility on the way down into a trough at the end of the day. On the 13th, a big move to the upside. A peak early in the day on the 4th, followed by a drop into a trough and probably some sideways rotation. Either that or there's like two lows with a peak in between. Some mixed behavior there, but it looks like we end to the downside on the 14th. On the 16th, we have bumping along resistance sideways, maybe breaking through, bumping along resistance sideways some more. And it looks like we probably open higher there on the 16th. We attempt to establish support on the 17th. There's a trough at the end of the day. And then on the 18th, a big move pushing the upper end of a range higher, taking us into a peak towards the end of the day of the 18th. A sharp drop off of that peak, like unicursal hexagram drop with a lot of volatility. A peak at the end of the day. And then a prominent peak on a 1 month scale on the 20th with a sharp drop from it into a trough. On the 23rd, a breakout to the upside. The 24th, a decline offering opportunity. I'll talk about it in more detail. So likely the decline turns around, moves to the upside. Either there, it looks like more so on the 25th. With a breakout into a peak. On the 26th, sideways rotation, big move higher. On the 27th, the rally into key resistance at an important technical price level on a multi-day scale, and then we'll decline from that price level with consecutively lower spikes up on the way down. An unexpected move to the upside on the 30th into a prominent peak, and then for April, it looks like we have a pop and a drop with more downside at the end of it. That's what it looks like from first glance looking at the preview card. All right, so I'll give you I like this trade here. So there should be movement to the upside on the 23rd, followed by a decline into the 24th. I'd look for a notable decline into the 24th as opportunity to open up a long position. And then the very next day, you could close a long position at the end of the day for a significant gain after we have a breakout midday into a high at the end of the day. That's probably the juiciest trade, one of the juiciest. For the remainder of those, you're going to want to get the monthly access subscription. That's where we cover the timing of the highest high and the lowest low as well. We'll also take a look at the 1 year reading for that. So if you're interested in that monthly access subscription, you go to our website, tarotfortraders.com, hover over predictions, hover over subscriptions, click on subscriptions. Monthly access right here gives you all of our early access components, plus it gives you monthly predictions by the day with highs and lows and all the best trades that we see for the following tickers and crypto. This is $300 a month. Grossly underpriced, if you ask me, but we're trying to help out as well as, eat and have a life, So, but with that said, guys, that is the Tesla March reading, the public version. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.